Hi. So today we're going to speak, and I will try to be understandable, about why is it so complicated to wake up? Why is it so complicated to feel happy? Why is it so difficult? Why is so not now that I can feel completely relieved, at peace, in bliss? If I am on a spiritual path, why was it such a long path? I've been here for years and years and years, and still, well, I think better of myself, but I'm still seeking, the seeker, still here. I'm still triggered. My life is not going good. Do I need help? Can I get help? Will I accept help? Help from whom? I know I'm the only one. Am I? What about that me? What about my ego? What about that guru? Is that person going to give me the information I need, the teaching I need, the help I need? Or is that person going to abuse me? Is that person bad, narcissistic? Gonna get all your money. Yuck, yuck, yuck. And I will be enlightened, but you still remain a stupid blob. Cats are enlightened. They know what they're talking about. Yeah, so what is it we can do? We're here on YouTube. There's so many things on YouTube. And you go from one video to the other, to the other. Maybe the next one is going to do the trick. That thing that you need to understand, to click, to glimpse. But you already know. You're here, you're still here, listening to me. That's so-called famous. If you're here, that's because you need to be, right? That's the sign you were waiting for. Come on. But you already, it's only you. So yes, everything you do, it's meant to be for you. Yeah, so the strongest meaning ever. Everything you need to know, all the secret in that pen. That's mine, but maybe you have a pen on your desk or wherever in your house. You must have a pen. Come on, you have a pen. Anyway, everything is here. Look at it. If I assure you, if you can look at it long enough with an open heart, everything will be revealed by this pen. But it's true, because there is no two. It's only you. So how it's going to be? If this at least is like accepted in a way, and accepted is a sort of remembering, a sort of recognition. I accept it. It's not like a belief, actually. Or can you believe there is no two thing? You can believe there is two thing, because you have to believe it, because it's not, you can never prove it. But it's more than a sensation that you can never find two. So there you have like what we call a glimpse of it, or you had a revelation of it, whatever you call it. But at some point you have to choose, and that's the choice. And yes, it's not like there's a little me that is choosing it. The choice is made. It's like when you're boiling water, At some point it boils. That point is going to be 100 Celsius degree, whatever it is in other 100 carrots dancing. I don't know. Depends uh, on your measuring system. But at some point it does, and it's the same with everything. You can see they just move around and they unfold a certain way that you can never you can kind of think you predict it, but in a way it's just like you're part of the prediction as well. You're always part of the prediction. The observer is part of the observation. There's that way of human that think that they can like remove themselves from life, like, oh, I live in nature. You have the ecosystem, you have the animals, and they have a kind of rhythm and cycle, but I'm out of it. And I'm gonna do stuff and pollute and create, and all what I create is out of nature, I mean, outside of it, and so I have a bad impact, I need to fix it, and blah, 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 blah. What makes you think that whatever you do, as bad as it is outside of the natural cycle? That's so arrogant, to think that even all the, whatever, the worst of it, atomic bombs and stuff, and trying to change the DNA or whatever bad stuff, crime and stuff, and greediness, and everything you think that is outside of the natural flow of life. And that's why it's so bad, and you must redeem, and you must be better, and you must fix it, and da da dee da da da, or you must enhance it because it's not good enough, because it made you possible, so it has to be fixed. But come on, what if as a species, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, like you have the elephants, you have the humans, so as a species we just create garbage, rubbish, whatever, that we think it's man-made stuff that is not good, and we say, oh, because the others, they don't produce that kind of garbage, rubbish, whatever, then I'm different. I was put in the middle of that ecosystem, and I'm ruining it. Are you? What if it's all part and parcel of the same? If you leave cats in the nature, they're gonna grow and they're gonna eat whatever is around, and they're gonna ruin the ecosystems. And then the nature life will bounce back. At some point there will be another predator, be less cat, and no cats, or maybe only cats, whatever. It will change its equilibrium, and it balances itself back all the time. And it will with us, as it did with whatever else. But we have to go on as a species. Why? Why do you want humans to be here forever in whatever this is? You see, wherever you take your thinking mind, you go nowhere, or you go somewhere that there's no end into the fractal of thinking. It's completely irresolvable. Again, irresolvable. That's the word and the world. That goes together, word and world. So, in all this, what's the point? What is it? What is the problem? you've been meditating, or you've been doing whatever, or you're still seeking, and what is it you want? You want to stop believing what you hear in your mind. And how long is this going to take? Will you stop believing, like, word by word, step by step? If I tell you something untrue, you have to, yeah, it's maybe a little untrue until, come on. It has to be now. It's immediate. Is either you want to believe it or you don't. Is it two? Is it duality, or is it non-duality? You want a proof inside the duality? You know it's not going to work. So why are you not just enjoying the non-dual perspective of things that you know has to be here, but you say, I don't see it. But you see the beauty of it, because it's, well, we say it's non-dual, so it's not two, so it has to be everything at once, forever, all the time. So it's either it or not it. It is a world of contrast and separation, and everything is a chaos of fragmentation, and it's inside whatever. It doesn't make sense anyway. It's not even conceptualizable, but anyway, try it that way and see if it works. But if you have like a logical understanding that everything is not two, that applies to you. So it's done now. So what is it? Why is it not showing into your life? Why are you not just like content, happy, having fun? What are you still looking for? You're looking for the thing that you're not completely honest with yourself. Because if you're the one, everything, nothing, whatever, you can't even name it. If you still think that something else is happening than this, or something else should happen than this, means that you have an interest in it. I know it's difficult to say that, so take it if you are in that stage of being already into the logic of, you understand that it cannot be two things. Because that's the big question, is the suffering. Yes, but my suffering, I as a little me that I am, but maybe I'm not, I'm still having so many problems. I'm going somewhere, something is happening, I'm still doing something. I know there is no doer, but that's for another season, maybe. But in this season, all the episodes, I'm doing stuff until I find the thing that is going to give me superpower or something. See? What stories is so mesmerizing your head that you'd still like wanting to follow it, you see? Because the suffering is, but it's not what is seems to be. It's not victimizing anyone, and it's not something to be ignored or not ignored. It's just what it is, and it's not what you think it is. And if you still think what you think of it, you will try and strive to make it look like the conclusion are real for it. So what are you suffering from? Are you suffering? There is pain. You're shooting your foot every morning. There is pain. but you keep shooting your foot. That's what you need to see, you see. Don't be like repelled by, oh, it's my suffering, you cannot say that, we cannot touch it. Yes, if you cannot touch that point, you will never get clarity about it. So touch that point. See, yes, I'm suffering, but apparently it's going on, or it's starting again. So there must be a reason if I'm everything that I'm doing it. So don't deny it, but look at what it is really. Why is it happening? Why are you kind of interested in it? Because if you can, with no judgment and no critic, look at it from that eyes of curiosity. Why is it that I'm shooting my foot? I'm suffering. I don't like where I live. I don't like blah blah blah. And I want to change. I want to be rich, be healthy, be loved, be seen, be enlightened, be another me. It's like this. I don't like my look. I think I'm ugly in that color. If only I could be this beauty. But I'm this. Right? Don't judge yourself for what is happening. Just, you cannot go anywhere from here. You be stuck forever if you don't start by saying, this is the situation, I'm okay with it. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to maybe do whatever judging, because the judgment is the problem. I'm saying it's wrong, it should be something else. I'm green, it should be purple. Just suspend it. Suspend the judgment and look at it. You shooting your foot. You're interested in your suffering. You like to talk about it. It was yesterday and you're still talking about it. Again, no critic about it. No saying it's not true, you should not think. Just be eager to visit it with a new eyes. Why is it you're doing that? Talk to yourself as if you didn't know your story. Why? Something in it that is so much important for you, that is more important than being free, more important than being enlightened. If you're poor and a victim, more important than being free and abundant. Whatever you want, you don't seems to have. And whatever you think or you feel like you're stuck with, look that you have so much interest in what you don't like or criticize or find it like blame it, or it's whatever. The thing that you don't like to feel anyway. There's a story about it. And you're not willing to let the story go away, out of the house. You're still interested in that story, where it's gonna go, what was the backstory, how it will revolve, whatever it says about you, that's little you, that you think that you see through, but you're not seeing it through there. It's still 100% the substance of your suffering. That's why you're so interested in it. But you cannot, your situation will never change if you don't accept to see that you are interested in it, that there's still something about it that is fascinating, whatever. You're fascinated by it. And that's why that fascination is more important than the fascination of going out of your trouble, being free and shubudu. And it's so much more layers of it, because what wants to go out, what wants to stay, that division with yourself, which is not, you cannot separate it from yourself. That's, the separation cannot be separated from me. There's no me that is in peace with everything. Me is division. Me is I'm here, you're there. Me is the definition of the division. Me cannot be peace and love for the whole world. It's the complete opposite of that. It cannot be. If there is a me, there is others. And you cannot, what are you going to do? You're going to say, I'm still here and he's here and we're going to be like this? That's not what you want. And that's not what it is. That's what it's going to be. I'm better than this one, and I'm more beautiful, or he's nicer, or I should. It's going to be division and division. You just displace the division, the problem. It's going to be another thing, another friction, another me and you. When there is polarity, there is always polarity. You have a magnet, there is two sides. You cut it, you cut it, you cut it, you still get the two sides. The positive and negative. If there is no positive and negative, it's not a magnet anymore. You cannot have a magnet with not two polarities. Same with the me and others. Me, maybe I'm okay with those one, but I'm against this one, because I can define myself only by division, separation, and comparison. So there's no way out of any of trouble without going away of that story of being a me. And trouble and me is the same. So I invite you to that meditation. Go to that very direct thing. Division, comparison. I'm interested in that me. That's why I'm not living that idea of the beautiful peace, because you cannot live this with the me that is division. You have to stop being interested in that me story and division, and then you will notice that it was always cool and one and not two and perfectly perfect, because it cannot be different and it's all coming together, and it's only now. Everything is so easy, it's so immediate, it's so, you're so already enlightened, you're so awake already. There's nothing to do, nowhere to go. You eat, but you are insisting on focusing, on being interested into this. How is that division of me going to unfold? That's so wow. It's the next season of your best series. That's all. That easy. But don't use what I'm saying to shoot your foot against. That's my problem, I'm never going to make it. No, use it as a relaxation. I'm interested in this? Okay, then it must be interesting. Let's look better, see if I'm that interested in it. And then maybe, I'm not that interested in it actually. Maybe I'm going to be interested in something else. More relaxing, less painful than shooting my foot. But you cannot do that movement if you just don't want to see, or just criticize what you're doing, or just like deny what you're doing. So just relax about it. See that you're always in control as the one and only that you are. No one's going to get it to you. It's not going to be tomorrow, because or could it be tomorrow if it's not today and it was yesterday? You already are the one. You already are that. And you're exercising your joy as getting your focus on that division. So see it and then relax. Ah, okay, I'm doing it. I'm in control after all. As the whole thing. Okay? Now, do I want to change or not? And then it's quiet, and then it's flowing, and then it can just reveal itself now. All I have to say for today. Hope it helped. See you soon.